questions at all. This is totally convincing. Everybody says, no, that's the way I'm going to write from now on. Yes?
Well, when you have started to write a book, you never go back and put in something in the character that you need into life or do or think?
Well, yes. Ideally, no, but realistically, no matter how thorough I am with all this preparation, inevitably there comes a point where you say, you know, you didn't plan on this, what do you do here? And you're right, you might say, I think I'd better go back and make him a drunk, a coward, whatever. And in fact, at those points, you go back and you put in little bits to sort of justify it, so it'll pay off when you put weight on it. And sometimes even worse, sometimes in spite of all my resolve, I'll think, this chapter's no good, it won't work. You thought you had planned for everything, but you just remembered this, or you just thought of that, and you think, no, it's got to go. You got to change this. I really just want to minimize that. I remember in one of my books, The ANUBIS Gates, I had a guy go back in time, and I said that if you go back in time and then come forward again, your clothes all stay in the past. And so I had a guy go back in time and come back here and get in all kinds of adventures and, you know, running around and shooting at people. And then I thought, wait a second, he has no clothes on. He left his clothes back there. And so I had to insert a scene in which he gets cold some clothes. So even with my obsessive planning, yeah, there's always a point where I say, oh, well, you know, okay, you got to fix this up.
Have you used this method for all your published novels? Are there any notable exceptions? And second, do you use this for short stories as well?
Yeah, right from the start, I did use this because my first book was published by a very short-lived Canadian publisher, and a friend had told me they're desperate. They're new, they pay terribly, they're really hungry. If you send them 3 chapters and an outline, they might buy it. And I didn't know then that the outline you show to publishers is not the outline you work from. The outline you show to publishers is full of promises that you won't ever make, you know, and keep. So I wrote an outline of how I thought the story would go, and the Canadian publisher said, oh, okay, yes, go. All right. And so I followed the outline I'd written, and I thought, this was convenient. Because I'd written 2 plays before then, but I never outlined it because nobody ever told me to. But I thought, this was handy, having this outline. Let's keep doing this. I kind of thought it was a joke, because like in school, teachers tell you, I want you to write an essay, and I want you first to write index cards, and then write an outline, and then write the essay, and show it all to me. And of course, what you do is you write the essay, and then you write the outline, and then you write the index cards, and you turn all that in. But I found that for books, I really do need it. And luckily, I did find that with my first book. And yeah, I use it for short stories too. I really want to know, what will happen in this scene? When will it stop? What will the next scene, where will the next scene take place? What will happen in it? Where does it stop? It's very unadventurous, the way to write. It's like connect the dots, you know? Follow the arrows. That's what it is. It's like follow the arrows. By the time I've outlined it thoroughly, it's like this. And okay, you're here. Then write this. You're here. All right, it's time to write this. Can I write? No, it's time to write this. Don't think about that yet. But yeah, it's a good way to work for someone who has no memory or imagination. Because you sift all the movies you ever saw beforehand, you think of any clever thing you can imagine, and you write it all down, and then you outline it all, And it's sort of like a system designed that you could propel an idiot through.
Well, I think the way you described it sounded more like the first phases where I would go through this immense brainstorming burst.
That's fun.
Come up with everything you can think.
Yes.
I think that's quite a lot of imagination.
Yeah, that of course you can take a year doing it.
Simply what I want.
Yeah, that's the fun part, where you're thinking, all right, never mind tattoos, he's got a glass eye. No, he's got two glass eyes, but he can see through infrared. No, you know, that's fun, because you just, and if somebody says, isn't this nonsense? I mean, isn't this foolish crap? You say, it's imaginary bets. You know.